Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 24th of March 2025 and the price of Bitcoin is at $86,000. And what happened guys last week? The FOMC meeting was out and Federal Chair Jerome Powell decided to keep the interest rate the same. So things are definitely looking good so far as the US economy is concerned. Now one of the reasons why the price is not moving ahead guys is because President Donald Trump is implementing tariffs on the 2nd of April and because of that, there is some kind of skepticism regarding investors and looks like they need some more clarity. And I'm pretty much sure guys, whatever the outcome is, things will definitely calm down. And because inflation has been going down, I'm pretty much sure there's only one direction where the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will be heading towards. So definitely interesting times ahead. Now in today's episode guys, we have quite a lot of interesting things to cover. And the first one guys is regarding an act called as FAIR Act. And that is essentially called as Fifth Amendment Integrity Restoration Act of 2023. And what I'll do guys in today's episode, I'll go ahead and discuss what kind of benefits does it have regarding Bitcoin holders. Cause look guys, under the Biden administration, things were definitely not looking good for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, isn't it? But with the new administration in charge, things are definitely positive, not just for the world of cryptocurrency and blockchain guys, even freedom of speech. And when you talk about geopolitical guys, things are definitely heading towards world peace as well. But what I'll do guys in today's episode, I'll go ahead and discuss what are the benefits for Bitcoin holders regarding the FAIR Act, and let me know guys what is your thoughts regarding this. Now the next news guys is definitely another massive news, and you can call it a win for the cryptocurrency industry as well, particularly if you're a massive fan of Tornado. And unfortunately guys, under the Biden administration, Tornado Cash was sanctioned, isn't it? And two developers guys, they were facing prison time as well. But there's a really interesting update, and with the Trump administration guys, they have decided to remove the sanctions completely against Tornado Cash. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss this. Now if you're someone who's working in the privacy space guys, this is an absolutely massive win. And the only reason why this thing is possible is because of the new administration, isn't it? And the Treasury Secretary, that is Scott Bessent guys, he has emphasized the importance of securing the digital asset industry in the United States of America, and because of that, they have decided to go ahead and remove sanctions. Really brilliant news for the cryptocurrency space. And if you're someone who's working in the privacy space, guys, you definitely should be content with the new administration. Now, the next news, guys, is more of a partnership news, and this is regarding Bybit, and they have decided to have a partnership with Tomorrowland, which is an event taking place in Brazil. And the event, guys, is set to take place between the 10th and 12th of October this year. So definitely interesting partnership. And so far as the ticket is concerned guys, there is a 2-day pre-sale taking place between the 4th and 6th of April. And so far as the general admission is concerned, that kicks off on the 8th of April. So it looks like Bybit is definitely recovering after the massive hack, isn't it? So definitely interesting partnership. Now the next news guys is more of an update. And to be honest guys, over the weekend, this was a massive news between United Arab Emirates and the United States of America. And the United Arab Emirates guys is investing $1.4 trillion in the United States of America. And last week guys in the Blockchain DXB podcast, I talked about the infrastructure partnership, and this is more of a development to this. And looks like guys the United Arab Emirates will be investing $1.4 trillion in US. And there are different areas where the UAE is focusing on, and this is again possible only because of President Donald Trump, isn't it? So what I'd really recommend you to do is guys, go ahead and look at the information from the first source, and the link to that is in the show notes below. So quite a lot to cover guys in today's episode, and like we do in every Crypto and Coffee 88 series, we will be looking at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news guys is an absolutely giant news, and this is in the world of tokenization. And the Dubai Land Department guys, they have actually began real estate tokenization project. So what I'll do guys in today's episode, I'll go ahead and discuss what is this news all about. Because so far as tokenization is concerned guys, this entire hype is driven by Larry Fink, who's the CEO of BlackRock. And it is great that the governments in Dubai has taken an active role in this as well. And them to focus on tokenizing real estate is definitely a massive deal. And to be honest guys, this might be one of the first news in the world regarding tokenization of real world projects. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss this. Now the next news guys is more of a positive news regarding the adoption of cryptocurrencies and ATS travel. They have decided to accept cryptocurrency as form of payment. So in today's episode, we'll definitely go ahead and take a deep dive into this as well. So quite a lot of cover guys in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media, guys, is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact, guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen, guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing and hosting training workshops, seminars and community events that educate, inform and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing. Go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform. Check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now, guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, unfortunately, guys, the global cryptocurrency market is still below the $3 trillion mark. Now, what is really important to note, guys, is last week, Federal Chair Jerome Powell and the FOMC committee, they did actually decide to keep the interest rate the same. And that, to be honest, should have been positive for the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And the price of Bitcoin in particular did actually pump up when the announcement was actually being made, guys, the price of Bitcoin was hovering around the $83,000 mark, but since the FOMC announcement, the price of Bitcoin alone has pumped up by $4,000. But the only reason why the prices have not crossed the $100,000 mark is because there is a lot of anticipation regarding the outcome of tariffs, and President Donald Trump, guys, he's definitely going ahead with tariffs, and all of the tariffs are actually going to kick off from the 2nd of April. And because of that particular news, guys, there is a lot of unnecessary panic created by investors. Now, I feel, guys, that investors and high net worth individuals, they do know that tariffs will not be a massive deal, but they want to capitalize on this drama, isn't it? And I wouldn't be surprised they are the ones who are trying to manipulate the market. And these are some macro level news which are not connected to cryptocurrencies, guys, can directly and indirectly impact the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as well. And I very strongly feel, guys, only because of that the global cryptocurrency market hasn't crossed the $3 trillion mark, because the FOMC meeting announcement, technically speaking, should have actually caused the price of Bitcoin to cross the $100,000 mark once again. And if that would have happened, guys, the market cap of Bitcoin should have crossed the $2 trillion mark, and the global cryptocurrency market should have crossed the $3 trillion mark. But unfortunately, guys, there's a lot of unnecessary drama in the world of tariffs. Now, what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, Tucker Carlson has released a standalone episode, and this is with Bot Lightzer. And what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, go ahead and listen to that at least 2 or 3 times. And in that episode, guys, they go ahead and discuss why tariffs are so important, particularly for United States of America. And look, guys, I've been saying this over and over again. President Trump is getting a lot of investment as well. Last week, I talked about close to $1.6 trillion that has been invested in United States of America. And over the weekend, guys, we find out that United Arab Emirates is investing another $1.4 trillion in US. Now, all of these investments, guys, definitely work out great for United States, isn't it? And because of that, guys, it does give him leverage to go ahead and implement tariffs. And one of the goals of President Donald Trump is to go ahead and have an equal playing field. And he's focusing more on reciprocal tariffs. And according to me, guys, tariffs will definitely not be increasing the prices. But there's a lot of speculation and unnecessary drama, isn't it? And because of that, the prices haven't pumped up. Because look, guys, inflation has actually gone down. And even the FOMC meeting outcome is kind of positive for the world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So keeping all this thing, guys, the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency should be heading in a positive direction. But look, guys, whatever I'm saying is definitely not financial advice. And unfortunately, guys, as of today, the global cryptocurrency market since the last 24 hours is only at $61.85 billion. Now, that thing being said, guys, since the last 24 hours, it is actually up by 45.02%. Now, unfortunately, guys, one matrix which is definitely not improving, that is the volume of decentralized finance. And the 24-hour volume, guys, is only at $6.29 billion. And DeFi, guys, as of today, is accounting for only 10.17% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. And if you look at the total value locked of all DeFi protocols, it is well below the $100 billion mark. It is only at $94.47 billion. Now, Lido is still dominating, guys, so far as the total value locked is concerned. And the amount is $19.14 billion. And unfortunately, guys, since the last few weeks, the decentralized to centralized exchange is not looking good at all. It is only at 18.73%. Now, I hate saying this, guys. When the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are not pumping up, this should be the time that decentralized to centralized exchange volume should be picking up pace, isn't it? And in an idealistic world, guys, decentralized to centralized exchange dominance should be around the 60% mark on a continuous basis. I'm talking about it to be consistent for at least 4 to 6 months. And only then we can confidently state that the world is ready for decentralized exchanges, isn't it? Let's see if that thing happens in the next coming decades. Now let's quickly run to the volume of decentralized exchanges. And PancakeSwap, guys, is still leading the pack, but its volume is below the $1 billion mark, and the 24-hour volume is $854.26 million. Uniswap, guys, is at number 2nd, and its 24-hour volume is $758.08 million. Radium is at number 3rd. Its 24-hour volume is $321.31 million. Meteor, guys, is at number 4th. Its 24-hour volume is $310.08 million. And at number 5, guys, for the very first time is a new exchange called Spender, and its 24-hour volume is $221.38 million. Now let's quickly run to the volume of stable coins. And unfortunately, guys, the numbers are not looking that great, to be completely honest. And last week, guys, after the FOMC announcement, I very specifically said, keep a track on what is going on regarding the volume of stable coins, cause that would give us an indication as to which direction the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies would be heading towards. Now, with tariffs being implemented from the 2nd of April, guys, it is going to be really interesting to see what the outcome to the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is. And according to me, guys, looking at stable coins, looking at the 24-hour trading volume, and looking at the total cryptocurrency market volume, it does give you an indication as to which direction the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are heading towards. So what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, keep a track on the volume of stable coins, particularly over the month end, and it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of narrative mainstream media goes with, and whether we like it or not, guys. It is that fake news and misleading information by mainstream media that drives the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, so definitely keep an eye on these news. Now, if you look at the volume of stable coins, guys, Tether USDT is still leading the pack with $49.10 billion, and there's a really interesting report that is published by Tether, guys. And the CEO of Tether, that is Paulo Drano, did actually state that the company has purchased over $33 billion in treasuries in 2024. And as of this point, guys, they are currently ranked 7th among the top US treasury buyers in 2024. And they're only falling behind countries, guys. That is absolutely a massive deal, isn't it? And Tether is just behind Cayman Islands, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, Singapore, and the United Kingdom as well. And Tether, guys, is currently above other traditional buyers of US debt, including countries like Canada, Taiwan, Mexico, and Norway as well. This is a really powerful data, isn't it? And imagine, guys, if Tether were to go belly up, things will be absolutely catastrophic, not for the cryptocurrency space, but also for the Bitcoin as well as the financial world as well, isn't it? So I'm hoping that thing does not happen. Now, going back to the 24-hour trading volume, guys, Circle USDC is at number 2nd, and its 24-hour volume is $6.12 billion. FDUSD, guys, is at number 3rd, and its 24-hour volume is $3.39 billion. Now let's quickly run to the market cap, 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now Bitcoin's dominance, guys, is at 60.70%, whereas Ethereum's dominance is at 8.40%. And if you look at the 24-hour trading volume, guys, the numbers are definitely not that great for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume is $18.68 billion, whereas Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume is only at $9.98 billion. Now, I cannot stress this enough, guys, because the FOMC meeting was kind of positive for the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. This 24-hour trading volume should have been around the $40 billion mark, because that would actually mean that the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies could have pumped up. But looks like the cryptocurrency market's reaction to FOMC meeting is kind of overshadowed with what is going on in the world of tariffs, isn't it? So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens after the 2nd of April. Now, regarding the market cap of Bitcoin, guys, today it is at $1.72 trillion, whereas Ethereum is at $249 billion. Now, every day, guys, in the Blockchain DXB podcast, I tend to look at one new matrix, isn't it? And after a very long time, guys, I want to go ahead and touch base on some really interesting matrix regarding NFTs, and I want to look at the total lifetime earnings. And it is no surprise, guys, Yuga Labs has profited the most, and its total lifetime earnings is $569.2 million. Azuki, guys, is at number 2nd, and its total lifetime earning is $129.54 million. Weir Friends is at number 3rd with $122.23 million. And looks like Gary Vee has benefited a lot with NFTs, isn't it? Now at number 4, guys, is CloneX, that is X Takashi Murakami. And in terms of dollar amount, guys, their lifetime earnings is $119.12 million. Proof Collective is at number 5th, and the lifetime earning is $100.56 million. Now imagine, guys, if President Donald Trump were to go ahead and release an NFT, which is probably just one single NFT, guys. I'm pretty much sure that'll rake in quite a lot of millions of dollars as well. Now, guys, let's go and look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. And the price of Bitcoin, guys, is kind of stuck, but it is definitely looking good in comparison to the previous month. And today it is at $86,969. And since the last 24 hours, guys, it is up by 3.26%. And since the last 7 days, it is up by 4.89%. Ethereum, guys, is at $2,064. And since the last 24 hours, it is up by 3.16%. And since the last 7 days, it is up by 9.11%. Ripple or XRP is at $2.46. And since the last 24 hours, it is up by 3.20%. And since the last 7 days, guys, Ripple is up by 5.64%. And there's also news circulating regarding Ripple and SEC's case, guys. Let's see if we get some clarity regarding this, and I'll definitely go and touch base on the Blockchain DXB podcast. Now in today's episode, guys, I want to go and touch base on the first act of 2023, and this particular act, guys, is called as the Fifth Amendment Integrity Restoration Act of 2023, and it is arguably the most important bill introduced in Congress, and they're doing that to protect Bitcoin holders from extensive government overreach. And this particular bill, guys, also enhances transparency by requiring Department of Justice reports to distinguish between civil and criminal forfeiture funds. Now, if you do need the official act, guys, it is in the show notes below. But what I want to do is, guys, I want to go ahead and touch base on how does it actually benefit Bitcoin holders, and I want to go ahead and touch base on 6 areas, guys. The first one is this particular bill does actually provide stronger property rights protection. The second area I want to touch base is regarding legal representation for indigent owners. The third one is limits on arbitrary seizures for structuring offenses. The fourth one is prompt probable cause hearings. The fifth one is Zen's equitable sharing. And finally, guys, the sixth one is increased transparency. Now, regarding the first one, that is stronger property rights protection, guys, this particular bill raises the evidentiary standard for asset forfeiture to clear and convincing evidence, making it much harder for governments to seize Bitcoin or other assets without substantial proof of wrongdoings. And this, to be honest, guys, is definitely great so far as your holding is concerned, isn't it? And as a Bitcoiner, guys, you definitely don't want government to take control over your money, isn't it? And regarding legal representation for indigent owners, guys, if a Bitcoin holder's primary residence is targeted in a forfeiture case, guys, they will have guaranteed legal counsel, even if they cannot afford one. This ensures better defense against wrongful seizures, isn't it? So this particular act, guys, is definitely great for Bitcoin holders, isn't it? And regarding limits on arbitrary seizures for structuring offenses, guys, Bitcoin holders who engage in frequent transactions may be accused of structuring, that is breaking transactions into small amounts to avoid reporting requirements. Now, regarding limits on arbitrary seizures for structuring offenses, guys, this is more connected to Bitcoin holders who often engage in frequent transactions who may be accused of structuring. Essentially, what some Bitcoin holders tend to do is, guys, they break transactions into small amounts to avoid reporting requirements, isn't it? And this particular bill, guys, now requires the government to prove that such structuring was done through knowing, reducing the risk of wrongful seizures. So another great win for Bitcoin holders in my honest opinion. Now the next point, guys, is regarding prompt probable cause hearings. And what this bill actually does, guys, is, let's say Bitcoin or other assets are seized under structuring laws. This particular bill mandates a speedy probable cause hearing, preventing indefinite asset freezes without judicial review. And regarding the next point, that is Zen's equitable sharing, guys, what this particular act does is, by eliminating equitable sharing, this particular bill stops the state and local law enforcement from bypassing stricter state law protections, and they do that by partnering with federal agencies for asset seizures. And this, guys, reduces the risk of unfair Bitcoin confiscation, isn't it? So look, guys, when you look at this news, it is definitely great for American citizens, isn't it? And I don't want to make it political, guys. A lot of them are calling President Donald Trump as Hitler. All these laws that are being passed, guys, are exactly opposite of what Adolf Hitler would do, isn't it? In fact, going against these points, guys, are things that the Democratic Party would do, isn't it? So look, guys, you need to be aware of these political drama that is going on right now in the United States of America. And I very strongly feel, guys, mainstream media is putting out a completely different narrative to what is actually going on. Now, going back to this Fair Act of 2023, guys, it also focuses on increased transparency, and the requirement for detailed Department of Justice asset forfeiture reports forces authorities to disclose the sources of forfeited funds, allowing Bitcoin holders and the public to scrutinize how civil and criminal forfeitures are handled. So again, guys, if you're a Bitcoin holder, you should definitely be happy with the Fair Act of 2023, because overall the Fair Act strengthens the financial freedom, due process, and property rights, and it does provide Bitcoin holders with better safeguards against unjust government seizures. Definitely a great thing. And with President Donald Trump's administration, guys, there is another great news as well, and this is regarding Tornado Cash delisting. Now we know, guys, what happened under the Biden administration, isn't it? And a classic example I can think of is, let's say if a person does actually go ahead and use his car to go ahead and hijack someone, what the Biden administration essentially did, they sanctioned the actual car rather than the person, and that is the best analogy I can think of when it comes to Tornado Cash. And under the Biden administration, guys, Tornado Cash was sanctioned, and 2 developers face prison time. But with President Donald Trump getting re-elected, things are definitely looking good regarding these projects, and more importantly regarding privacy. Now that thing being said, guys, I would really urge you guys to go ahead and read through the official news, because the administration is not just delisting all of these things, they are also focused on security, particularly when we talk about money laundering that is done by North Korea. So read through the official document, guys, but let me go ahead and give you a summary regarding this, because what happened over the weekend, guys, the US Department of Treasury under the Trump administration has lifted economic sanctions on Tornado Cash, as announced in its van loan versus Department of Treasury filing. However, guys, it's really important to note, the US Department of Treasury remains committed to combating state-sponsored hacking and money laundering, particularly by North Korea. And the Treasury Department, guys, will continue monitoring digital asset transactions to prevent illicit use, especially those benefiting the DPRK. And Secretary Treasury, that is Scott Bennett, guys, emphasized the importance of securing the digital asset industry to foster US leadership as well as financial innovation while preventing abuse by illicit actors. Now the official news regarding this, guys, is in the show notes below. Now on a side note, guys, regarding the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, all of the private keys regarding Bitcoin, guys, if I'm not mistaken, will be handled by Scott Bessent. So I thought I'll just go ahead and mention that thing out as well. So look, guys, this particular news regarding Tornado Cash delisting is definitely a massive win for the cryptocurrency space, particularly for the privacy space as well. Now, guys, let's go ahead and discuss some interesting news all the way from Brazil. And this is connected to Bybit, guys, which is the second largest cryptocurrency exchange. And what they have done is, they have had an exclusive partnership for Tomorrowland in Brazil 2025-2026. And Bybit, guys, is offering Bybit card holders early ticket access, which is a first in the festival's history. Now regarding this event, guys, I believe Tomorrowland Brazil is scheduled to take place between the 10th and 12th of October 2025 in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And the event features the live main stage theme, and there are over 150 top electronic artists as well. Now regarding this news, guys, Bybit is offering Bybit card holders early ticket access, and the pre-sale, guys, takes place between the 4th and 6th of April, and for the general public it is open from the 8th of April. So really interesting partnership, isn't it? And Bybit card holder, guys, will be enjoying 10% cashback on festival purchases as well. Definitely interesting news. And just little over 2 weeks ago, guys, Bybit had the biggest hack in cryptocurrency history, isn't it? But they managed to collect all the funds from loans as well as cryptocurrency whales as well. But definitely interesting partnership. Now the next news, guys, I want to touch base is regarding US investment in the United States of America. And to be honest, guys, this is more of an update, because on the episode that I released on the 28th of March, guys, I did talk about a massive investment regarding artificial intelligence, and this was done by giants such as BlackRock, Microsoft, MGX from United Arab Emirates, and they had a partnership with Nvidia, XAI, General Electric, Renova, and Next Era Energy corporations. And at that point of time, guys, the investment was around $180 billion. But there's a really interesting update to this, guys. It looks like there's more investments flowing into United States of America. And the United Arab Emirates, guys, is investing a gigantic $1.4 trillion in US economy over 10 years. And they're focusing on artificial intelligence, semiconductors, energy, and manufacturing as well. Now regarding the details, guys, I very briefly want to touch base on some numbers, because the deal includes $100 billion a year partnership, $25 billion in energy infrastructure and natural gas investments, $1.2 billion in critical minerals, and they also want to focus on the first new aluminum smelter in 35 years. Now look, guys, under President Donald Trump's leadership, these investments strengthens the United States of America's partnership with UAE, and it definitely boosts technology, energy, mining, and the manufacturing sector, isn't it? And if you do need the official link to this, guys, it is published by the official government channel, and the link to that is in the show notes below. Now look, guys, if you're still apprehensive regarding tariffs, these are the news you should be looking at as well, but I'm pretty much sure mainstream media is not talking about it, isn't it? Now one of the reasons why UAE and other countries are investing in the United States of America, guys, is because they believe in the new leadership, isn't it? And by investing in the United States of America, guys, they can completely eliminate tariffs as well. So it is a win-win solution for United States of America, as well as for businesses operating in other countries. Now imagine, guys, if mainstream media starts actually covering these news, I'm pretty much sure it's going to not create any unnecessary drama, isn't it? And if that thing happens, guys, things will definitely be reflecting positively so far as the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are concerned, in my honest opinion. So these were the news guys on the Bitcoin, cryptocurrency and blockchain world. Now let's look at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news guys is a massive one, and this is connected to tokenization and Dubai Land Department guys. They've already begun real estate tokenization project. So let me go ahead and break down what this news is all about. And this particular news guys is published by the government channel, that is mediaoffice.ae. And what this news article states, that the first real estate registration entity in Middle East is set to implement property title deed tokenization. And this particular move guys strengthens Dubai's position as a global leader in property technology. And this tokenization guys is implemented through Sandbox Dubai in collaboration with Dubai Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority and Dubai Future Foundation. And regarding real estate tokenization guys, the market is expected to reach 60 billion dirhams by 2033, which represents 7% of Dubai's total real estate transactions. And there was a specialized workshop organized where it did bring together top global property tech firms to discuss real estate asset tokenization. Now based on the news guys, tokenization simplifies and enhances buying, selling and investment process using blockchain technology, isn't it? And it aims to develop innovative real estate products and foster sector-wide innovation. And this particular move guys is part of the REIS Real Estate Innovation Initiative, which is R for Robert, E for Elephant, and S for Sugar. And with this initiative guys, they are attracting diverse technology firms and unlocking new opportunities. And this move enhances transparency and governance, ensuring a regulated structure model that supports investor protection and market integrity. And this particular move by Dubai Land Department guys enables fractional ownership, allowing multiple investors to co-own a single property. And this is done to tokenize real estate assets. And based on the news guys, this particular move strengthens Dubai's position as a regional and global hub for virtual assets, boosting competitiveness as well. And news such as this promotes investment awareness in virtual asset services and real estate tokenization as well, isn't it? And it does encourage virtual asset companies to establish operations in Dubai. And it does attract international investments as well. And the Dubai Land Department tokenizing real estate establishes clear regulatory framework to safeguard investor and stakeholders. And it does allow investors to acquire shares of properties based on the budgets and financial strategy through blockchain-based investment. Now regarding tokenization guys, it does offer a structured investment model distinct from traditional real estate crowdfunding as well. And this particular move, I very strongly feel, aligns with Dubai's economic agenda D33. And it does support the Emirates' transition to a smart, advanced digital economy as well. And regarding the pilot phase guys, it will be assessed and insights leverage for full-scale implementation and refinement of the project. So definitely positive news, I guess. And what I'll do guys, in the month of April, I'll go ahead and have an online session as well as in-person session on tokenization, where we go ahead and break down everything regarding tokenization. But look guys, I cannot stress this enough. The only reason why there is so much of hype regarding tokenization is because of Larry Fink, who in one of the interviews with CNBC did actually state that the next thing he's looking forward for is regarding tokenization. But me personally guys, I have quite a lot of apprehensions regarding tokenization. Maybe in the event I'll go ahead and share my honest thoughts and opinion on it. Now guys, let's go ahead and discuss second news. And this is more connected to travel guys. In ATS Travel, they accepting cryptocurrency as form of payment. So let me go ahead and break down what this news is all about. Cause ATS Travel guys, they are partnered with Payhound and they want to accept cryptocurrency payments, which they are claiming to be the first in the Middle East travel industry. And what is going to happen guys with this partnership? Clients can pay for airline tickets, luxury travel, holiday packages, and my services using Bitcoin, Ethereum as well as other cryptocurrencies. And this particular collaboration guys aligns with the region's growing interest in digital currencies and blockchain technology. And so far as ATS Travel is concerned, they cater to high net worthy individuals and corporate clients, and they offer flexible as well as innovative payment options. And based on the news guys, crypto payments will enhance the customer experience by providing seamless, instant and secure transactions, because it does eliminate delays and high costs associated with traditional banking methods, isn't it? So definitely interesting news. Now regarding Payhound guys, they are a Malta-backed regulated crypto payment provider, and they specialize in processing, settlements and large volume trading. And Payhound also holds virtual asset service provider license from the Malta Financial Services Authority. And businesses guys using Payhound can actually receive payments in seconds, thereby improving efficiency. And ATS's managing director Khalid Kubash sees this as a great partnership and a move towards digital transformation in the travel industry. And cryptocurrency payments guys position ATS Travel as an industry leader in modern, tech-driven financial solution as well as in it. And this particular initiative by them meets the need for a digital-first clientele accustomed to high-end services. And they also expected to open new business avenues and strengthen the client relationship. And this particular move, guys, does reflect increased cryptocurrency adoption trends in the Middle East, isn't it? And regarding ATS Travel, guys, they operate across United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, as well as the Indian subcontinent as well. And the company offers diverse services, including student and educator trips throughout Barton Hill of London. And this particular partnership, guys, is expected to drive future innovation in digital payments in the travel industry. So definitely brilliant news. So these were the newscasts on the Bitcoin blockchain cryptocurrency artificial intelligence world from blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's George on Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. I have a question by Tom who asks, with Tether buying more US treasuries, how does this affect the stability and the role in crypto market? This, to be honest, Tom, is such a great question. So look, I very strongly feel that Tether buying over $33 billion in US treasury is an actually massive deal, isn't it? And it does make USDT more stable. Because look, Tom, treasuries are considered one of the safest assets out there, isn't it? Basically what that means is Tether has stronger backing for every USDT in circulation, which helps keep that $1 peg extremely solid. And on top of that, Tom, treasuries are super liquid as well. So let's say if Tether ever needed to move funds quickly, they can definitely do it. And that's huge for maintaining market confidence, especially during times of volatility as well. And let's be real, Tom, trust is absolutely everything in the cryptocurrency world, isn't it? And according to me, this particular report, which is published by the CEO, that is Paulie Adrano, it does show that Tether is taking steps to align with traditional finance, making it more appealing to institutional investors. And the more credibility it has, the more stable the broader cryptocurrency market becomes. So look, Tom, essentially I very strongly feel Tether holding more US treasuries means stronger reserves, better stability and trust in USDT as the dominant stablecoin player. And since USDT is probably the most important part of the cryptocurrency ecosystem, this report definitely benefits the whole market as well. So definitely a great question. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything season blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. Remember, Monday to Thursdays, 8 am to 8:30 am, we have Blockchain DXB podcast, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the browser, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. We also look at 2 news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys. Have a nice one. Bye-bye.